everyone. Today I'll be reviewing this movie. It is dropped on Netflix. It's called A Sacrifice and it is starring Bana, Sadie Sink, and this movie it is directed by Jordana Scott, and she's actually daughter of Ridley Scott. I had no idea. She wrote this movie and also directed Ridley Scott's daughter. So that is interesting. And this movie it is kind of like a psychological thriller slash, I guess, cult thriller. And when I was looking for this movie, I see this movie has another name in Germany and it's called Berlin Nobody. And in this movie you see man played by Bana. He is this social psychologist in this movie, and he's working on this case with this detective named Nina. And this case is basically in this like a small town there. This cult people, basically they got killed very mysterious way. So he's kind of like investigating this murder with this detective, and we see later on his daughter, who played by Sadie Sink, she arrived into Berlin, and on the way to home she meets this strange boy on the train, and basically she become friend with this boy in this movie. And this movie it has kind of like a two story, like one is dad storyline with the detective Nina, and the daughter storyline with this strange boy. And somehow these two storyline they're supposed to be interconnect with each other, although they do connect with each other. But the way this movie was done, I think the biggest problem with this movie is actually like as this movie goes on, all the secret and all the mystery around the character they reveal to you, like especially this strange boy, you can see like something is wrong with him and he is part of this cult. This movie could put like keep that thing in secret, but this movie revealed to the audience like right away, like this boy is working with the cult. I think it really took away the mystery around his character and the daughter storyline. This movie mainly focuses on her, which was I really thought that was a bad direction for this movie. I think this movie should have focused equally on the dad and the daughter, especially the investigation. It's really take backseat in this movie, which is like when I was watching it, I was like, whoa, this detective. Although there is a reason why the investigation took backseat, because like later on there is a twist and turn, especially the twist around Nina detective storyline. I was like, what? So I personally didn't like the first act for this movie. Very uneven. All the editing is really bad. However, I did like midway for this movie, especially the boy, like this mysterious boy. His backstory was interesting. He's this like orphan boy, and his grandma died. Wow, he doesn't even bury his grandma, and he's really this disturbed boy. And so I did like all the interaction between Sadie Sink and the boy. I thought her name was Mazzy in this. So Mazzy and the boy, their interaction, I thought they were interesting. However, Detective Nina and like Bana, their interaction, I did not like it. This romantic scene felt very out of place. Like there is no reason. The biggest thing about this movie is the plot line is really beyond predictable. However, I did like all the acting in this movie. Like Bana, he's a good actor. He's really good with the script he was given. I was really surprised how much I still liked him in this movie. Sadie Sink, she is always really good actress. She was really good. Especially she's always good in this kind of crazy role. Because I guess Mazzy, end of the day, she did went crazy halfway through this movie. I guess this movie, it could have worked if the story, all the mystery, they kept it. I think because they reveal all the mystery around the character, I think they reveal too early. But I see what was this movie was trying to do here. But honestly, my personal opinion is the cult movies are always very predictable. You know how cult people are, you have seen it 1,000 times. So nothing new to tell. But this movie could have done something interesting with Eric Bana, his character. Like, he's a social psychologist. Like, what does it mean? You know, it could have explained more to us. But I guess, spoiler about the movie, he wrote this book, and I guess the cult leader really wanted him to be part of this cult. Like, that is what I got. Although this cult was really very, like, wow. Like, end of it, like, she really is killed all these people. Like, she has very different approach on the cult. So I was like, wow. Overall, this movie, like, it is, I know it is a really low on Rotten Tomatoes score. While I'm not saying this movie is good by any means, but I did like some of this scene, honestly. I thought, wow, this, especially this boy's interaction with the Maisie's character, I really liked. However, I did not like Nina's character interaction with the dad. I felt like it was really very unnecessary. And also their divorce plotline was also kind of like weird. Halfway through, I don't even know why Sadie Singh's character was so mad at the dad. Like, why is he not allowed to date? I don't get it. Overall, this movie is, it's really not that good. But I did like all the actors. Their acting was good, honestly. The script is beyond bad, you know. And it's written by Ridley Scott's daughter. So, like, wow. And that's my thought on this movie. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed this review, don't watch other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take